Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I am Athena if you are new here, and thank y'all so much for clicking on this video. So in today's video, I'm here to talk to you about my PRK LASIK surgery. Of course, if you are interested in that, then stay tuned. Now also, if this is your first time seeing my face on your screen, then please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, please turn on your notification bell so that you are notified whenever I post new videos, all right? So let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, y'all. So just like I said before, I just want to come on here to let you all know about my PRK LASIK surgery. So I did have PRK surgery done back on July 23rd, 2021. My eye surgery was done in Tampa, Florida at the Lasik Vision Institute. A little background about my glasses or my prescriptions that I was wearing. So I have been wearing glasses since 2015 and my prescription was very low. I had like a negative 1.5 in one eye and the other eye was like 1.25. So it was very low. But I just kind of got tired of wearing glasses. But I did have an astigmatism in one of my eyes, so that was also something that I was dealing with. My prescription really didn't change over the years. I literally kept the same prescription for like 3 or 4 years straight. So I have been thinking about PRK surgery probably for about the last year now. So when my family and I finally got settled in, I said, okay, it is time for me to do something for myself now. So of course, me getting this was like my first option. So I did go online and do a little bit of research to try to figure out who did I want to go to. So I advise you to please do your research on the institution that you're going to and also on the doctor who may be performing your surgery. And I decided to go with the Lasik Vision Institute in Tampa, Florida. I also did look into the one in Orlando, but the one in Tampa was a little bit closer to me, so that's the one I decided to go to. Now, I scheduled my appointment with them. I went into the office. I did all of the necessary exams for them to make sure I was a candidate for LASIK. So I had my exam surgery done. She sent my information over to the doctor because the doctor wasn't there that day. So she sent it over to the doctor for the doctor to take a look at my exam and what my numbers were looking like. So she's like, yeah, I'm almost certain you're gonna have LASIK and you won't need the PRK. So I'm like, okay, good. So I know that my healing will be really quick and I don't have to really wait 3 and 4 weeks to really properly heal. And then the lady who actually gave me my exam, she comes back to let me know that the doctor looked at my paperwork and they said that I was not a candidate for LASIK and that I had to do the PRK. And I'm not gonna lie, when they said that, I almost just wanted to walk out of there because in my head, I had been doing so much research on LASIK. I didn't really look into the PRK. The little bit that I did look into, I really wasn't happy with what I saw. So I said, okay, you know, I really wanna get these glasses out of here. So you know what, I'm gonna do the PRK. Also, the PRK surgery for me, and I'm quite sure it probably is for other people as well, PRK surgery was actually cheaper than the LASIK surgery. It beat it by like $500 or $600. So I was really shocked about that. I assumed that the PRK surgery would have been more expensive, but it wasn't. So I was, of course, very happy about that. So if you don't know the difference between the PRK and the LASIK surgery, basically both surgeries use a laser to reshape your cornea. Now, the difference between LASIK and PRK, the LASIK basically creates a thin flap, and then once they do everything they need to do to your eye, they put the flap back over it. But with the PRK, your cornea or the thin layer is completely lasered off. It is completely removed. Now with the PRK surgery, you do have to wear a contact lens bandage over your eye. So they put it over your eye basically to protect your eye. Make sure nothing happens to it. Make sure it doesn't get scratched, all that good stuff. So I did have to wear a bandage contact lens for about a week, and then I went back and they took it out. Now also for the month that I went, they had like $1,000 off if you had your surgery done within that month. So make sure that you pay attention to see if they have any coupons or any codes or discounts that they have going on for that month. Or like I said, any type of specials that they have going on for that month, so you can save you some extra money, okay? Now the big question that I know a lot of people ask, and I even had the question when I was looking into it, is how much does PRK surgery cost? Now for me, my surgery cost me $3,193.25. Yes, down to the cent. That's how much my surgery cost, basically $3,100 or $3,200 for me. Now they do give you different options that you can pay. I chose to just go ahead and pay cash just to get it out of the way. I didn't want to deal with a credit card or monthly payments. I just strictly paid cash for it. So they do have like a care credit, so if you want to get like a credit card or something like that to pay for it. And they do have like monthly options to where you can pay a couple $100s a month and just knock it out. So you do have different options. You do not have to pay straight up cash, so you do have other options. So this is basically what my pamphlet looked like that it gave me, and it gave me some documents that I needed to go over and initial and or sign before coming back, and of course some information to prepare myself for surgery. So I'm just going to read off some of the things that they're telling you to prepare yourself for the day of surgery. So of course they say remove your contact lens. They're not to be worn at least 24 hours prior to your surgery. If you have eye medication, you do not need to take any medication prior to arrival. Make sure that you eat a meal before you arrive, and I say please do that because I did not. Surgery was actually scheduled for 3:30 p.m. Y'all, I did not get back there until 7:30. Yes, a whole 4 hours. So my stomach was growling. Of course I was irritated because it was taking so long. So yeah, that's another story. Also, just make sure you educate yourself. Just please read all the forms that they give you, sign all the consents, make sure you wear comfortable clothing. The office that I went to was very, very cold. I did have like some joggers on and a sweater. I am so glad that I did. Once they took me back to the operating room, y'all, it was freaking cold. So please make sure you wear some warm clothes while you're in there. Be natural, ladies. Do not wear any makeup, no eye makeup, no facial makeup, period. So make sure you are barefaced when you go in there so that you know it doesn't hold up the process with your surgery. Also, they tell you please bring a family member or a friend or whoever can be there with you to drive you home. I was not able to drive myself home. Of course, my husband was there with me. Now, my surgery itself, when I had to go into the operating room with the doctor, it was freezing cold, y'all. It was cold. It was so cold. So I walk in there and I lay on the table. I don't even think I was laying there for 10 minutes. The procedure was done. It was over. The doctor will walk you through everything that you need to do. I basically just tried my best to stay calm because anybody near my eyes, I absolutely hate it. I do not like anything or anybody near my eyes. So I thought that the procedure would have been a little bit more difficult for me because of that, but it actually wasn't. So I did everything that the doctor said. Basically, just keep your eyes open, keep looking at this light. There was a green light that was just blinking on one of them, and then they had a red light that was blinking. So I just basically kept staring at that light whenever he told me to. They put this little thing in your eyes, this little utensil thing that keeps your eyes open, so you can't blink anyway. It feels like you're blinking, but of course you're not blinking because of what's in your eye. And I also had to stare at this green light. And then once I stared at it, it just basically lasered my eye. It did have a smell, because I know a lot of people's like, oh, is it really a smell? It just really smelled like a little piece of burnt hair. It really wasn't that bad at all. To me, it really wasn't that bad. So it just smelled like a little piece of burnt hair. That was it. After about 10 minutes of laying there, if that, y'all, I was up. They gave me my sunglasses. I put on my sunglasses. My husband came to meet me at the door to walk me to the car. I was in the car and basically on my way home. Now, after your surgery is over with, I will also recommend that you please have somebody to either stay with you that day or that night, just to kind of help you get through your first day. I don't think I would have been able to get through it by myself. I could not even put the eye drops in my eyes by myself. Like, my husband had to basically pry my eyes open just to be able to put the drops in. You will need help. At least in my opinion, I needed the help. So of course they do give you another form here just to kind of let you know what to expect with recovery. And I must say the instructions that they gave me were spot on. I mean, it was literally spot on. So they do tell you to go home and rest for 3 or 4 hours. You will need to rest. Make sure you can take some medicine because the pain will kick in very soon. But they tell you to take a nap for 3 to 4 hours because that's when it's the most painful. So if you can take a nap, please do so. If you can't, please take you some medicine. Please take you some medicine. And make sure that you avoid screen time. This wasn't really hard for me because I couldn't look at my phone anyway. For one, I didn't want to look at my phone. Any type of light, bright light, it just literally, it bothered my eyes. So I didn't really care about the screen time anyway. Also, they tell you to avoid getting water in your eyes for 2 weeks. They do send you home with shades and goggles that you can also wear in the shower. So that's what I did for 2 weeks. So I avoided getting water in my eyes for 2 weeks. I did wear my goggles at night, like I said, for 1 week because I wanted to avoid it hitting my eyes at night or even just rubbing my eyes, because we all do that, you know, without knowing. So I didn't want to do that. I will say I am 100%. I had my 2-month follow-up about 2 weeks ago. I have perfect 20/20 vision. Y'all, I feel like a new person. I feel whole again. For those of you who wear glasses and want to get rid of them, you understand. I did take a week off of work as well because I work at a computer literally all day. I did not want to be bothered with that, and I am so glad that I did. I know that they also tell you like take maybe 2 or 3 days off. In my opinion, I am glad that I took a week off, because even after I came back after a week, it was still kind of hard for me to see my computer screen. I had to literally enlarge the size of the font of everything, and I hated it. But it did not last that long, okay? It did not last that long. Now, what will I rate the pain of the PRK surgery? I am not gonna lie to y'all. If I had to rate, I would say a 10. It was absolutely painful for me for like the first 2 days. The first 2 days was excruciating. Like, I was in pain. Like, I had tears coming out, not just from my eyes watering, just from the pain that I was in. I could not keep my eyes open. For one, I didn't want to keep my eyes open. I literally sat around the house in my sunglasses for days because the light just really bothered me. Now, would I do it again? Absolutely. If I had to go tomorrow and do this again, I would. So the outcome for me, y'all, I am truly amazed. I am so grateful. I am so thankful. I prayed all through this process because I wanted it to go smoothly. I have nothing negative to say about Lasik Vision Institute. I'm so happy that I went to them. And the doctor that performed my procedure, his name was Dr. Fox. So if you want to look him up, then go ahead and do so. And now, if I missed a question or is it something extra that you want to ask me, then please just leave me a comment down below. I promise you I will get back to you, all right? Now, also, if you've made it to the end of this video and you haven't subscribed yet, then please go ahead and do so. Also, please turn on your notification bell so that you are notified whenever I post new videos, all right? I will catch y'all in the next video.